Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Marshall. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Using his legs to buy some time.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. Going for 6. Touchdown, Michigan! And that one will put him up here in the second half. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Chippewas have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Chippewas with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given them a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a 1st at the 29. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Finds his man down the middle. Doesn't quite quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Flores. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one. And all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around. And now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Chippewas! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field. He drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking for room. It's Marshall. And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Tackle was made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly.
It's a running room. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
They want that clock to run. Picks up the first down. The Chippewas get enough to move the chains.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough day for this defense so far, guys, especially against the pass. They haven't been able to force that many incompletions. They've already allowed 2 TD passes. They need more plays like that, and they got to be able to put it back-to-back to gain some confidence defensively.
Got his man downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's gonna pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Well, 2 things you're thinking about here offensively is, 1, you want to take as much time off the clock. But 2, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. North Texas is going to walk off the field there in Denton with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for a crease. It's Marshall. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
These corners going to give these receivers some space. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Back to throw. It's Underwood. Right on the money. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's crease scored. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Looking to throw again. Floating away. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it back. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing pass, but understanding the quarterback can still run. Nice job playing pass, playing coverage first, protecting yourself. And
he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
They'll stop him short on 3rd down in this defense, trying to make sure they stay on top. 4th down, gotta have it here. Throws toward the end zone. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only 1 possession on 4th down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David, they played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.